Good morning, class 3rd. In the previous part 1 video, we all have learned the meaning of hardware and we have seen the various examples of input devices. Before starting the part 2 video, let's quickly do the recap of whatever we have learned in the part 1 video. So let's revise the meaning of hardware. All the physical equipments that are attached to a computer are collectively called hardware. We are going to revise the examples of hardware, which is a keyboard, printer, monitor, speakers, mouse. These all are the examples of hardware, and we have already studied what are input devices. I hope you remember it. A hardware component that allows you to enter data and instructions into a computer is called an input device. Let's quickly recap all those examples. A keyboard, mouse, scanner, joystick, microphone, digital camera, or a touch screen. Now in today's video, part 2 video, we are going to study about output devices. Let's begin the video here. Any hardware component that shows you the final result is called the output device. The computer communicates with the user by an input device. From an input device, the CPU processes it and its results are on the output device. You may see here, this is the output device, which is the monitor, and here it is speaker, and here it is a printer, which is generally used to show the final result on the screen. Here we can see it on the monitor. Let's study the examples of output devices. In your book, the examples of output devices are monitor, headphone, printer or screen projector, and speaker also. So we are going to study one by one what is monitor. Monitors are the most popular output devices used for producing soft copy output. This is a monitor, and here it more or less look like your television screen. This displays the soft copy output. It displays the output on a television like screen. It is a television like screen. Monitor is associated with the keyboard, is called a video display terminal. VDT is the abbreviation form of it. Let's see the another example, the printer. A printer is also an output device. Why we use printer? To get the text print on a piece of paper. A printer is an output device which is used to print text and images on paper or other media. Such output is called hard copy. Here you can see it is giving a print on a paper, and this paper will be known as the name of hard copy. The monitor present its outcome in the form of soft copy, and the printer presents its outcome as the form of hard copy. Hope you have understood what is the meaning of the monitor and the printer and its function also. Move to the another one, the speaker. A speaker transmits output in the form of sound. A sound card installed on a computer produces high quality sound for music and games. Speakers are widely used kind of output devices which is used to hear the sound output from a computer. You can listen to song, speeches and other different sounds through the speaker. It comes in various different sizes. Here you can see that these are the big speakers in front of you. Now let's quickly revise what are output devices. Any hardware component that shows you the final result is called an output device. The examples of it we have seen right now. Let's quickly revise that. Monitor, then we have printer, and then we have speaker. Now we are moving to the next storage device. What is a storage device? A storage device is a device used for storing something. हम इसमें कुछ store करते हैं. What we store? We store data. Any hardware component that is used to store data, instruction and information for future use is called a storage device. We store data or information on the storage device so that we can use it for the future use. Here the informations are stored in it. The first one you see, it's a CD, floppy disk, and here it is the pen drive. Let's move to its examples. A hard disk is here. A hard disk is used to store data. Of course, a hard disk is a main storage device in a computer that can store large amount of data at a very fast speed. It is also called a hard drive. Here you can see a hard disk which is generally coated with magnetic material. Move to the next example, which is CD-ROM disk. CD-ROM, now you have to learn what is the full form of CD-ROM. CD means compact disk. R stands for read, O stands for only, memory. Let's revise again. Read it again. Compact disk, read only, memory. This disk is also used for storing data. Storing मतलब उसको उसमें information को store करके रखना. It is also used to save data. It is circular in shape. What kind of shape it is? Circular. It can store up to 700 MB of data. MB stands for megabyte. Move to the next example we are having in front of us. DVD disk. Now here we have to learn the full form of DVD. DVD stands for digital video disc. It is similar to CD shape. Can you see? Both are very similar, identical to each other, but a difference is there. What is the difference? It is the difference that it stores more amount of data and CD stores less amount of data. Move to the next example. Here we have pen drive. A pen drive is yet another storage device which is used to store data and information. Why it is called pen drive? Because it is more or less like shape of pen. That is why it is called as pen drive. It also stores the data like other used to do CD, DVD, This device is used to transfer data from one place to other computer. I can store my computer data in this pen drive and I can give it to you, and you can use that data in your, you can see that data in your computer. Now we are going to learn more about it. This device is used to transfer data from one device or computer to another with ease. Very easily we can share the data. It is the most commonly used data storage device. If you have observed, when people store data, they commonly use this. Now CD and DVD, those were the traditional ones. This is the latest one. People are commonly using pen drive. Now there is another hardware component. Apart from input and output and storage devices, there are some more storage devices are there. There are more hardware that attach to a computer. These are, first of all, the system unit. What is the meaning of system unit? A case that contains electronic components of the computer. A system unit is a plastic or metal case. Here you can see a metal case that stands near to monitor. Some system units are placed under the monitor also. It is the most important part of a computer system. A system unit is also called a computer case. इसको हम computer case भी कहते हैं, and we also call this system unit. और ये किसके पास रखा जाता है? This stands near to monitor, and in some places it is kept under the monitor also. Now move to the next example of system unit, that is motherboard. A motherboard allows all the part of your computer to receive power and communicate with one another. Motherboard is also called a system board or main board. Here you can see the picture of motherboard. It contains a large number of tiny electronic components. के अंदर बहुत tiny छोटे छोटे electronic components हैं. So we have seen system unit, motherboard. Now let's have a look on the another one, the last one. What is a CPU? The full form of CPU is Central Processing Unit. CPU is sometimes also called processor, or we commonly known it as the name of the brain of the computer. It is also known as microprocessor, and it is the brain of computer which performs all the functions. Before ending this part 2 video, let's quickly take a recap what we have studied today. Today we have studied the meaning of output devices. Any hardware component that shows you the final result is called an output device. The examples of output device: monitor. The examples of output device is, here we have monitor, then we have printer and speaker. Now next we have storage device. A storage device is a device used for storing data or information. The examples of it: hard disk, CD-ROM, DVD disc, full form of DVD, digital video disc, pen drive, which is the most commonly form of storing data. Another we have other hardware component, which is the system unit, the motherboard, and lastly CPU, Central Processing Unit. By this I am going to end this video. Thank you for joining in, and we are going to do the next part 3 video. In that we will solve the exercise of chapter 2. Thank you.